Hey, you guys, it's me, Miss Bobby, coming at you with a very, very emotional check in update. Um, Probably about 2, 3 weeks ago, roughly around that time, I came at you guys with a video that said something about some awesome stuff was about to happen, but me and Whitney didn't want to jump the gun on anything. We wanted to kind of let things unfold a little bit more, see, the layout of things before we reveal what was going on. Excuse me, I got an itch. Well, what was going on was upon quitting my old job, on one of the days I would have been at work, I was walking around in my favorite store, Walmart, and I got an inbox first from a person that I knew personally from my basically my high school years. And the conversation went a little like this. Bobby, how you doing? I seen your post this morning and it touched my heart, and it overwhelmed me, and I knew once I seen your post, God had you in mind for what's going on in my life. And I'm like, what's going on? Is everything okay? And she was like, there's a young lady in my life that is with child. She doesn't desire to keep this baby. She wants to, pursue her career and move forward in life. And after seeing your post this morning, which was a post about me and Whitney wanting children and having our house filled with, the laughter of kids, um, she inboxed me and told me to call her immediately. So when I called her, this is what the conversation, had. She has a child that's going to be born and needs a family. Wow. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. The conversation was very informational, very in-depth details about the reason for, this young lady, wanting to move forward with her life and her career, and, the reason why we should be the adoptive parents. Please forgive me, guys. I'm going to try to respond to my lady using the tablet while I'm recording. But, and she was very convincing that this was real. But in 3 weeks, we have been let down 3 or 4 times with false hope, misscheduled misunderstandings, wrong times. Everything basically when it comes to the meet and greet or going to doctor's appointments has been a fail. And in 3 weeks, it's not enough to determine anything. But it is when we're so far on the outside and they won't give us a glimpse of looking in the inside. First appointment, we were ready. Whitney took the day off, and we got a message, we got an inbox saying that she found out that the doctor's office didn't take her insurance, and so they were going to reschedule with a new doctor. Don't worry about it. Just so happened the doctor that we're using is actually closer to you guys. Okay. I was headed to the town that this young lady and the mother-to-be lives in. And I was like, how about we meet up for lunch? Let's talk. Just I haven't seen you in so long because I know the lady, and the young lady I don't know. She was like, okay, fine. When I get there, all of a sudden she's asleep, and her husband is in her inbox letting me know that she's asleep. Even though 5 minutes before she was telling me, yes, I can come by, I was just waiting on her to send me the address. And it was rough. Long story short, we set up another doctor's appointment. We've tried to call her. The only time I've heard this lady's voice is the first time that she gave me her number to call her, and we talked in detailed, and everything sounded so real. But I haven't talked to her since then. The second doctor's appointment was this past Friday, right here in the town that me and Whitney lives in, and we got there pretty much early, a little bit on time, a little bit early, but she changed the time of the appointment 2 or 3 times. So, but we sat out there for 30 minutes, and I could not bring myself to walk into this doctor's office to look for her because everything in my body felt wrong. Like, I'm like, what if she really is in there, but they don't really want us here? What happens when they deny me this visit? What happens when they say that I'm harassing them and then the police get involved? I mean, it was so many different crazy, paranoid thoughts going through my head. They never showed up. Me and Whitney had other things to do. I had another very important doctor's appointment that I had to make in another town. So we started to take care of what we had to take care of. Probably about an hour and a half after this supposedly doctor's appointment, I get an inbox saying we overslept and we're on our way. Me and Whitney had already decided upon the last letdown that if they didn't show up to this appointment, that we were going to withdraw our involvement from this private adoption. So my comment back to her when she told me that they overslept and they were on their way, I was trying to be very understanding, very reasonable, but realistic. It's an hour and a half after this child's appointment was supposed to be. And my comment to her was, okay, that's all fine and well, but you might want to check with the doctor's office to see if they're still going to see her, considering that you've already missed her scheduled appointment. And if so, when you guys get to Lancaster, if I'm still available, I would love to meet you guys. I would love to be there. She looked at the message and didn't say anything. And that was Friday. So yesterday afternoon, after not much sleep and praying and really waiting for the tears to fall, I inboxed her and I told her, I said, I want to tell you exactly what I said. I'm really funny about making sure. So, excuse the hair. So my words to her yesterday was, good and blessed morning. I wanted to pray on some things and then reach out to you. Unfortunately, at this time, Whitney and I don't feel comfortable moving forward with this adoption. We do wish you well, and I still pray that the young lady has a healthy and beautiful pregnancy. She looked at the message about 10 minutes after I sent it, and she hasn't said anything else to me. I'm going to wrap this video up by saying, I don't know why I was targeted. I don't. And I know people's Facebooks get hacked all the time, but I actually talked to this person. I haven't seen her in years, haven't heard her voice in years, but nevertheless, I feel comfortable to say that it was who she says she is, but maybe she's sick. I don't know. She did a lot, you guys. I'm talking about she did a lot. I was told that the young lady got sick one night. They had to take her to the emergency room. They had to do an ultrasound to make sure the baby was okay. She sent me what was supposed to be the sound of the heartbeat. She said because she couldn't video the initial doctor's appointment that they had before talking to me, it wouldn't let her record or something like that. But she did get audio of what was supposed to be the baby's heartbeat. Then she sent me an ultrasound that they supposedly did at the emergency room just to make sure that the baby was okay because the young lady was so sick. Told me it was a girl. She spoke on behalf of the young lady who said that she was so very happy that she had found a loving family for her baby and she felt that she was doing the right thing. And it's it was rough. It's still rough. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know why people do the things that they do. I was trying to see if I could find, but of course I won't. I mean, she was very convincing, you guys. Very convincing. I mean, she did photo grid stuff. I mean, she was very convincing that she wanted this child to be with us. Very convincing, and I'm struggling really hard. This is what I got sent one night. She supposedly was sick and had to go to the emergency room, and they found out then that it was a girl. Um, then she did this for us. She's like, I'm just up and I'm just doing some things for you guys. She didn't put a, photo grid together, a little collage for me and Whitney, saying that we're going to be expecting a baby. And now we're not. I mean, she just was sending me all kinds of stuff. Adoption is when a child grows in its mommy's heart instead of her tummy. Come on now. But I'm going to end this video because my time is running out, and I just ask that you guys be aware of people in their cruel ways.